I'm going to talk a little bit today about batteries and what good choices are for your gun. This one here is a large type. It's got a large Tamiya connector on it, and it's nickel metal hydride. It's 3600 milliamps. The reason people like nickel metal hydrides is because they have a higher milliamp hour than a NiCad or nickel cadmium battery, which is what this one is here. Same size, same connector, but it's only 1500 milliamp hours. So this one's going to have a higher discharge rate because of it being NiCad, and this one's going to have a lot longer life in it when you're playing. Then over here you've got a stick battery or AK type battery, and it's about 1100 milliamp hours, and it's a small cell type. It just fits above the AK or the MP5Ks or PDWs. That's what usually uses these. This is a 9.6 volt or 8 cell 1100 milliamp small type, and it's got the small Tamiya connector on it. And the 9.6 volts will have a higher rate of fire because of it having the extra voltage, that extra cell on there. And they last pretty good. They work pretty well in the cold and everything like that. This is a 1200 milliamp nickel metal hydride 8.4 volt, and it's small type. It's just a hair smaller than the 9.6 here. Same small connector on it. These connectors are interchangeable. You have to actually take apart the insides of them and change them to the bigger connectors, and it's not too hard to do. Some general things is voltage usually increases your rate of fire, so when you're going from 8.4 to 9.6 you're going to increase rate of fire, but it's also a lot harder on your gun. You know, it's gonna make your gun wear out a lot faster. Sometimes when you're switching from, say, something with a lower milliamp hour to a higher milliamp hour, your rate of fire will increase also. It's not always the case depending on NiCad or nickel metal hydrate, but usually higher milliamp hour you'll have a better rate of fire. You never want to overcharge any of these batteries. They'll get hot and usually will lose a lot of their power when they get hot. The nickel cadmiums usually people talk about a memory theory with them. It's where if you only charge it about halfway and then go play or something and then you try to recharge it without fully discharging it, it'll hold that memory of wherever you left it. So it's always a good idea to discharge every battery, but especially the nickel cadmiums. Like I said before, higher the milliamp hour, the longer it's going to last. There's a theory on however many milliamp hours you have is about how many shots you can fire per milliamp hour. So if you have a 1500 milliamp hour battery, you'll shoot about 1500 rounds before it goes out. I've noticed that you can usually push past that, so it's not a very good theory, but that's kind of a rule of thumb. There's a different kind of connector besides these large and small types. It's called a Dean's connector. I don't actually have one here with me today, but a lot of people switch to Dean's because they connect more solidly. They give you a higher flow of power through your wires, and usually it helps increase your battery life for a while because your gun's not straining so hard to find the power to move. That's pretty much it.